Hey, Maximizers. Welcome to my live. I don't know what is all over myself. Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer. I am a content coach and I help Jesus. I help product-based businesses create a consistent content strategy that brings them sales organically. I help business owners create a content plan that they can implement with ease that brings them consistent sales. I have been in business since 2018. That is when I started my very first YouTube channel. I have grown that channel to only over 42,000 subscribers. I have posted over 2,000 videos on YouTube. I have gone live over 600 times. I've helped well over 40 women start and grow their businesses. And I am here today to talk about planning content as a business owner. I want to share my top tips for you for planning your content as a business owner, because there is a little bit of a difference between being a content creator and being a business owner that creates content. I just got finished washing the dishes and my hands are super duper dry. So tonight I want to rant and rave a little bit about content as a business owner, but specifically planning your content as a business owner. Because when you plan your content as a business owner, it is going to allow you to consistently show up on your social media platform without you physically having to show up every single week. You want to be visible on your platforms every week, but when you are planning out your content and scheduling out your content, you physically don't have to be there because it's all scheduled. So I would love to know who's here in the room with me, and don't be shy. I would love to know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country, and tell me in the comments, what is your business? 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 Okay. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what is your business. Okay. And we are going to talk about content. Content is literally one of my favorite things to talk about. When I sat down with myself and I was like, all right, I'm a business coach, but what specifically do I want to help people with? Right. Because business coaching is so broad, right? It's like, I can help you with your whole business. Cool. But the riches are in the niches. And the more focused you are, the better you'll be able to sell. The more niche down you are in your business, the more you're going to be able to sell. So when I said, what do I do well? And what if I helped my past and current clients with? It's content. So I decided to be a content coach where I'm specifically going to help you with your content. And as I was thinking through that, I was like, I have a really amazing process that I follow when it comes to planning out my content. So tonight, I'm just going to share with you those tips. I have been creating content since 2018 on YouTube. I've created and built my platforms on YouTube. I had 2 YouTube channels, TikTok, Instagram, and a Facebook business page. I have been growing all of them. TikTok since 2020, everything else I've had since 2018. And I started my brand new YouTube channel last year in 2023, my business YouTube channel. So, hello from Kansas. Hey, Mika, are you a business owner? Let me know in the comments if you're a business owner. If so, what's your business? So I've created a lot of content. I've created more content than I thought I did after looking to see that I've recorded over 2,000 YouTube videos on YouTube. That is insane because YouTube is the hardest social media platform in my opinion, right? A balloon business. Hey, Alpha Events and Rentals. Thank you so much for joining. Balloon business. How is that going for you? That's exciting. Listen, I would be them pop the balloons and had latex every damn where, right? So I love creating content, and it takes a different kind of monster to post every single day on YouTube. And I did that for a year and a half. So starting with YouTube allowed me to become a content monster. Then when I turned to Instagram and TikTok, it was a little bit quote unquote easier. It's none of it's easy, but it was easier because I was used to creating 30-minute videos. So to go from creating 30-minute videos to 1 to 2 minute videos. And when TikTok first started, 15-second videos, I was like, I can do this in my sleep because literally I was making 30-minute videos. Now I only got to make 15 seconds, 1 to 2 minutes. it became easier to me. But I realized that I have a method to my madness and I want to share it with you. So enough of me ranting and talking about myself. Let's talk about you. Okay. So yes, I sell paparazzi accessories. I have a jewelry website. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I want to become a TikTok affiliate seller. Okay, go ahead and do that, sis. Go ahead and do it. I don't do any TikTok affiliates right now, if I'm being honest with you. I've been affiliates for other things, but I haven't done any TikTok affiliates. I'm in a season of my business where when I'm promoting, this is me personally. There's a bag out there in TikTok affiliates. If that's you, go get it. But for me, I'm in a place where I want to sell my own services and my own products. But if you want to be a TikTok affiliate, go and do it. There's so much money out there. This live, my coaching, my content can help you sell anything. It doesn't matter if you're a product or someone else's product. This content plan and the tips that I share can help you no matter if you're doing affiliates or selling your own things. Okay. So, all right. So I don't see any other questions yet. So if you guys drop any questions or anything, I'll definitely see you. But let me know where you're watching from and what's your business if you have a business. Okay. So my first tip for you, if you are a business owner, meaning you are selling something, you have a product or a service that you are trying to sell, and you are using social media to market and make sales. My very first tip for you is I want you to choose one main platform. Remember earlier when I said the more niche you get, the more focused you get, the more money you can make? I want you to pick one social media platform. There is, something in the water where people are saying you need to be on every platform, right? You got to be on every platform. You don't. In the beginning, as you are building your audience, and you're going to hear me talk about building an audience. Okay, I guess I should be concentrating on my own products. Listen, Mika, and I'm going to jump back and forth because I'm very engaged in my audience and in my lives. That's a personal choice for you. So I want you to sit down. I want you to journal it out. And I want you to really decide what you want to focus on. And whatever that focus is, you go hard. If you decide that it's affiliates on TikTok, go girl. But if you decide it's your own products and services, you go that way too. It's a deeply personal choice and something that you decide that you want to do. Because what I want to be clear about is that when you are creating content in a specific area, you have to be focused and you have to go hard. And you can't be on your social media platform. That's why I say pick one, going back and forth all the time. Now, if you sell your own products and then you have TikTok affiliate things that are similar, you're cool because it's all within the audience, right? But if you are selling journals and then you're doing TikTok affiliates for hats, like they don't necessarily correlate, right? And it may be the same audience, but it may not be. So when you're in the early stages of building a business and building an audience, my number one tip for you is one main platform and one secondary platform. We need to focus. As a business owner, your number one goal is to make sales. If you are trying to spend most of your time trying to figure out how to post on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, you're already wasting too much of your time and you're not focused on selling. You're just focused on getting a post out everywhere. So I want you to sit with yourself and I want you to choose the platform where your ideal clients are, meaning the people that are going to buy what you're selling, and the platform that you enjoy the most, the platform that brings the most joy to you, the platform that you like creating on. And I want you to pick your number one main platform. One main platform. When I started, I only focused on my YouTube channel until 2020. So from 2018 August until 2020, I only focused on my YouTube channel. I had Instagram and Facebook, but what I did was I would post my YouTube video. Then I would take that link. I would post it on Facebook. Hey, I just posted a new YouTube video. Go watch. Instagram. Hey, put a picture. I would size it down to Instagram. Hey, I just posted a video on how to coupon at CVS over on YouTube. If you're interested in couponing at CVS, the link's in my bio. My YouTube channel is Build a Business with Chris. That's my business one. Build a Business with KRYS. Go watch the YouTube video right now. Do you see how it took me an extra 5 minutes to post on Instagram and Facebook, but I didn't come up with any new content for Instagram or Facebook. I literally just reposted what I did on YouTube and directed them to YouTube. One main platform. If you are not making more than $3,000 to $5,000 a month, you should not be trying to spend all of your time posting on all of the platforms. Build your audience in one place. Okay, I see a lot of comments. Maybe it's just a lot of likes. Thank you for the likes. I really, really, really appreciate it, but I don't want to miss the comments that are in here. So let me scroll through. One main platform. So I built my audience on YouTube and people knew me. And then I started to build my audience on TikTok because TikTok was paying people to post. Hell yeah, if you're going to pay me a couple $1,000s, at that point, my YouTube was a well-oiled machine. I was 2 years in. So when they slid me a check to post on TikTok, hell yeah, I did it. Because you know what I did? I went through my YouTube videos and I was like, okay, they want me to post 15-second TikToks. I got 30 and 45-minute YouTube videos. You know how many TikToks I got from one video? I think I posted a whole month using all of the tips, tricks, and techniques from one YouTube video. I didn't have to think about content. All I did was re-record it in the TikTok form. If this makes sense, drop yes in the comments. Hey, Andrea, thank you so much for joining from Alabama. If that makes sense, drop yes in the comments. I do that 100%. I think about it more and decide. Yes, girl, you got to choose what's for you and rock with it, right? And not go back and forth. I appreciate you speaking on this. Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. Thank you for the likes and thank you for being here. I really appreciate your engagement. So one main platform, okay? So you come up with your main idea, your main content. We're going to talk about this in a second. But one main platform. And we have to build an audience, okay? So let me go to build an audience a little bit. Because if you do not have an audience on your platform, if you don't have an audience on your platform, you're going to have no one to sell to. So you really want to focus on getting crystal clear on who you're serving, what you're selling them, and building that audience on that platform. I posted on my YouTube channel for about 9 months before I sold my own products and services. I did do a small affiliate deal before then, but before I sold my first membership, I had close to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. I wasn't selling. I was not selling at all. I built my audience. Now, the way you build an audience is the same on every single platform. It's not platform specific. You build an audience by creating connection content. To build connection content with the audience you want to attract. I'm going to give you an example using myself. I am a content coach. My goal is to help business owners create a content and sales plan with ease that brings them consistent sales organically so they don't have to run ads or pay an influencer to promote for them. I want them to be able to promote for themselves organically on social media. How do you do that? You post the what and the why of your business. What is your business? What is your industry? How does it help? Why is it important for your ideal client to pay attention? So what do I post? I give you tips. I give you tricks. I give you techniques. I tell you my story. I talk about my clients in regards to content. You can go to my website. You can go to my YouTube channels. You can go to my Instagram. You can check out my TikTok. You can see the fruits of my labor. You can see the content that I can create. You can see the consistency that I provide. So when I'm building an audience on a platform, I'm focusing on the what and the why, and I'm giving them suggestions. If you sell a physical product, same thing. The what and the why of your product, the what and the why of your industry, the story of why you decided to create your product, that is going to connect your ideal clients to you. So you create connection content and build an audience of people who want to buy what you are selling eventually. But you can't sell from day one because you have no one to sell to. So it doesn't matter if you're building an audience on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, it's all the same. You need to build an audience through connection content, and telling your story is the number one way to connect. Okay, tell your story and then tell the story of your industry, tell the story of your business. That's why I start every single one of my lives telling you who I am and how I got here. Like, who's this woman showing up talking about she's somebody's maximizer? Like, who is she and where did she come from? I've been here for a while. Like, I've been creating content on these internet streets for 6 years, right? 6 years. So connection content, the what and the why. Okay. So that's how you build an audience. One platform, build your audience, and then you are going to sell to them. So my next tip for you when it comes to planning your content, you're only planning content for one platform. When I plan my content, I only plan for my YouTube channel. I only plan for my YouTube channel. That's Build a Business with Chris. Subscribe if you haven't. Build a Business with KRYS. I only create content for that platform. I do not rack my brain and create content for other platforms. I'm going to tell you how I do it. Okay. The next thing is you want to decide how often do you want to post your core content on your main platform. So if your platform is Instagram, Reels are your core content. How many Reels do you want to post a week? Facebook would also be Reels. TikTok would be how many TikTok videos do you want to post per week? When I think about content, when I teach my clients content, it's 100% video, because video content is king. Video content is going to allow you to connect with your audience and make sales. Now, do people connect through long captions and carousel posts? Yes. But you watch the engaging video and then you read the caption. When you're a business owner, sell on video. So when you're thinking about the type of content to create video. So your core video content, how many do you want to post per week? I'm going to tell you a suggestion, but you decide your level of consistency based on where you are. And I have videos, live replays you can watch all about consistency. If you're posting YouTube long form videos, I suggest 1 or preferably 2 long form videos that are more than 7 minutes per week. So 1 to 2 YouTube videos per week. If you're posting on any other platform, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts specifically, LinkedIn, any other platform, you want to be posting 3 to 5 times per week a 1 to 3 minute video. If you go longer, great, but you should be posting 3 to 5 times per week. Okay. So I have reduced my YouTube content. I was doing 3 times a week. When I first started, I was doing every single day. Absolutely insane. Do not recommend. I'm doing 2 times a week long form. So you're going to decide how many pieces of core content you need. So for the week, I need 2. But when you plan your content, this could be a little controversial. Some people are like, oh my gosh, I can't plan that long. If you're a business owner and you can't plan for a month, I suggest you plan content for the month. So right now it's September 19th. You should be planning your content for October. For the rest of September, you should be getting all your content ready for October. What do you mean, Crystal? What I mean is if I'm posting 2 videos a week, I need, I think for October, because of how it's 5 weeks, I need 10 videos for October. So I need 10 YouTube videos for October as my core content. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments if this makes sense. You're going to plan for the month. How many pieces of core content are you posting? If you want to post 3 reels a week on Instagram, 3 reels a week times 4 means you need 12 reels for the month. Does this make sense? Yes or no in the comments. I want you to decide how many pieces of core content you want to create, and then you're going to multiply that times 4 for the month. So it's September 19th right now. If you are posting 3 times a week, 3 reels a week on Instagram for October, you're going to need 15 because there's 5 weeks in October. Yeah, 5 weeks in October. So you're going to need 15 reels. Okay. So remember, we are planning out our content. We're not waiting till the day of to figure out what to post. We're not scrolling through social media for hours on end to get inspiration and find trending audios. We're not doing that. We are planning our content like a business owner. Okay. So you're going to decide how many core pieces of content you need. Once you decide your core pieces of content, like, okay, I need 10 YouTube videos. Now you're going to choose your video topics. Again, we're not scrolling for inspiration. We're not looking at trending audios. We're not looking at trending sounds. We're not doing any of that. We're deciding what we're going to post based on, are we connecting or are we converting? Are we connecting or are we selling, or are we doing a combination of both? Okay. So next I want you to choose your video topics. So my 10 YouTube video topics, I sat down and I decided all 10 video topics. I just did this with my client. I have a client who is a teacher and she sells a whole bunch of things to teachers and students. So she was like, I want to post 2 videos a month for the rest of the year. So I was like, great, you need 8 video topics. From our conversation, she already had 5. And I was like, by next week, I need you to have the other 3 videos that you're posting for October, November, December, however it shakes out. She came back to me and she had all 8 of her video topics done and dusted. She had all of her video topics done. So she knows exactly all the videos that she's posting from now to the end of the year. So your next step is decide your topics. But Crystal, how do I figure out my topics? You're going to figure out your topics a couple of ways. Number one, as a business owner, keep a running list of questions that people ask you. So anytime one or two people ask you that question, it means that can be a great piece of content. So go ahead and write that down. I keep a Google Doc. You can keep a note in your phone. You can write it in a notebook if you want. I prefer electronic. But I want you to go ahead and I want you to go to your questions. If you don't know what questions people are asking, scroll through your content for the past year. What questions have people been asking you? Go through your DMs. What questions have people been asking you? Those are great video topics to go over. I want you to go to Google. Whatever your business is, your industry is, your product is that you sell, type it into Google. What questions are people asking around that industry, around that product, around that topic? If someone's typing it into Google, that means they need it. So create it. You can also type that same thing into whatever your main platform is. So YouTube has an amazing research tool that you can use if you have a YouTube channel. TikTok has TikTok Creator Insights. Instagram, you can go to the search bar. They got that whole Meta AI thing in there now. Go to the platform and type in your topic, your product, and see what other questions people are asking. See what the top search results are. See what the top hashtags are. If someone's asking or searching for it and it's within your realm, thank you so much for the likes. Create content around that. Okay. You can also go to your competitors' social media. Do not watch their videos. Don't engage in their content. But I want you to go to their comments. Go to a big creator in the industry. I did this when I first started off with couponing, and I was like, what else can I talk about besides my weekly hauls? I would go to all the big couponers, had 100,000 followers. Back then, there wasn't a lot of couponers with 100,000 followers. They were all under 100. They all started hitting 100 like 2020, 2021. Anyway, I would go to people who had a lot more followers than me, and I would literally pause their video and just look at their comments. I would pause their video and I would look at their comments. And all the questions that people were asking that no one was answering, I made videos about that. So when someone went to YouTube and they typed in that question, my videos will be suggested to them. Okay? Do that. Do that. The other thing that you can create content around, what does your audience need to know before they buy from you? What does your audience need to know before they buy from you? So between those 3 or 4 things, you should be able to come up with 10 to 15 video topics. If you've been in business for a while, go back to your old content. If anything performed really well, do that again. You're not doing it right if you're not repeating yourself. So don't be afraid to be repeating yourself. Product-based businesses, okay? Product-based businesses. When it comes to what your content should be, highlight your products, the benefits and the features of your physical products. Make video content around that. Show us, okay? Show us. Show us what it's like at a day in the life of wearing, using, engaging with your product, okay? But all of that stuff is the same. Like if you sell lip gloss and people always talk about like the stringiness of lip gloss, you could sit down and make a whole video showing us why your lip gloss isn't stringy or why stringy lip gloss sucks. All the things you can't do with stringy lip gloss, right? You could do a wear test. You could do a vlog where you're talking about how long does your makeup last because you sell makeup. Like same idea, but just show us the physical product. Does this make sense? Yes or no? But I want you to come up with all of your content ideas for October. You should be doing that now. You had 10 days, 11 days until October 1st. Create your content plan right now, okay? Once you decide your content plan, this is where strategy comes in, and this is where I really help my clients with strategy, okay? What are your calls to action? Meaning, when what is that? Something got on my lip. I was like, what is that? A little tiny piece of hair. When someone watches a piece of your content, what do you want them to do? Where are you directing the flow? Because in order to make sales, you have to have a process and a client journey that you want your potential clients to go to. Just posting is not enough. How can they buy from you? What do you want them to do? When I'm in a connection stage and I'm just building my audience and I'm not selling, I want them to join my email list. Because as much as I love social media, you want to make sure that your audience is also off of social media. We don't own our social media. If they decide to shut down today or tomorrow, all your followers, all your DMs, all your comments, all that shit goes away. All you own is your website and your email list. So I highly suggest you build one. But if I'm in a connection phase, I'm telling people to join my email list. I'm telling people to watch a YouTube video. I'm telling people to comment a question that I've asked them. I'm telling them to comment. Okay. What call to action do you have for your audience? And you should have one on pretty much every piece of content. Basically directing this viewer, this follower, this subscriber to the next step. What's the next step? What's your calls to action? You want your audience to be directed. So what is your call to action? So when I sit down to create my lives, I create all of my lives for my YouTube content that I created. I put what I want my call to action to be. So like while I'm doing this live, what do I want to sell or where do I want to direct your audience? On my lives, I'm always selling. Whether it's join my free challenge, join my email list, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, or I'm selling 90-minute content strategy sessions where you're going to leave with a 60-day content plan and a 60-day sales plan to help you be more consistent with your content and make more sales. Yeah, that's what I'm selling right now. A 60-day content strategy session. It's 90 minutes. In 90 minutes, you're going to leave with a 60-day content strategy. And the way that I teach you content, you'll be able to replicate that strategy over and over again, right? So what am I selling? I'm selling on live. When I'm live, I'm selling because this is the most honest and open and free that you will see me. When you watch my pre-recorded videos, you don't get this version of Crystal. You get the made up, done up, edited version of Crystal. And she's cool too. But right now, I get to be the most unfiltered version of myself. And when I'm live, I'm selling. I'm selling. Live is where I've been able to make the most money. Okay. Every piece of content needs a call to action. And again, it doesn't always have to be buy. It could literally be, hey, I have a free ebook. Go get it. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just posted a new video yesterday. It doesn't always have to be buy. You can get a 10% coupon when you join my email list on your next order, right? It doesn't always have to be to buy something. It doesn't always have to be to buy something. It could literally be something free. And now my dad is over here calling me, so he's going to have to wait, okay? So what's your calls to action? So on every piece of content that I create for my YouTube channel, and when I decide for my lives, because I do outline all of my lives, I say, what's my call to action? What am I directing my audience to do after they consume this piece of content? Okay. Once you have your calls to action, okay, this is the thing that I don't feel like a lot of people do. I want you to write out this content plan electronically. Now, writing it on paper is cool. I'm the kind of girl that has to write on paper and then make it electronic, right? But I need you to plan this out. So open up a Google Doc, get a project management system. I use Airtable. If you want the link, send me a DM. I'll give you my Airtable link. I get a referral code. I get a referral bonus if you sign up using my Airtable link. But Airtable is free. You can use Trello. You can use Asana. You can even use your Google Calendar to a certain extent and just make a different calendar that says content. I need you to sit down either in calendar view or list view and write out your content. Like in my Airtable right now, I decided my lives for the next week. So every single day I have what my live topic is. I have it outlined if I already scheduled it on YouTube or not. Okay. I have one for YouTube videos. I have every single YouTube video that I'm going to do for October. I have the title, I have the outline, I have the thumbnail copy. I have it all planned out electronically. If I need to move, change, or update anything, it's so much easier to do than in a notebook where you have to scratch out, scribble out, and all of that. So my tip for you is to plan out this content electronically. And if you get a 60-day strategy session with me, a content strategy session, I will show you my Airtable and I will help you figure out the best way to electronically create your content plan. Now, I'm going to help you in a Google Doc. I'm going to give you your information in a Google Doc, but I'm going to suggest that you pick something more upgraded than a Google Doc. I mean, you can make your Google Doc nice, but something more updated than a Google Doc for your content plan. So we do cover that in my strategy session. But you need to have an electronic way to plan out your content. Pen and paper is good, but I want you to put a number 1 in the chat if you wrote stuff in a notebook and lost that notebook or can't remember what notebook you put it in, or you can't find what you wrote because it's inside of a notebook. Put a number 1 in the chat. And I'm putting the number 1 in the chat because I have like a one-on-one notebook, and then I have like my everyday notebook, and then I have my journal. And writing down like my strategies and processes and not putting them electronically, it kills me every time because then I can't find the notebook. I can't find the page. The thought is incomplete. So I much rather do a voice memo to myself when I have a good thought. If I can't get to my electronic form at the time, or if I can't get to a notebook, I'll do a voice memo to myself because at least I can hear my thought process of what I wanted to do. She says, listen, notebooks are so good because listen, I'm the one, my journal, I journal. My journal is never more than an arm's length away. But this is for my personal thoughts and feelings. When it comes to like strategy, I do have a strategy notebook, which is also, it's from Erin Condren. It's nice. It says Krista Maximizer 2024 notes. It's super cute. And you can see I have content plans in here, right? I have frameworks that I'm listing out in here. This is my raw thoughts. And then I take them from here and I put them electronically because sometimes you do got to write stuff down. And like I said, I will sometimes write like the contents in my brain. I will just get it out on paper, but I'm always putting it in my electronic form. If it's not in electronic form, it don't exist. Okay. Because this notebook does not always come with me, but I can open up Airtable from any device with my username and password. Okay. So I highly suggest you plan out your content electronically. So if you need to make changes, updates, amendments, move things around, it's there. My last tip for you, and then this kind of goes into planning and batching. My next tip for you is to batch this. Okay. So what I mean is if you're going to post 15 videos on Instagram in October, I want you to pick a day or two. But if you're going to do 15 like 2-minute videos, that's only like 30 minutes. Even if they're 3 minutes, that's what, 45 minutes. I want you to pick a day. And I want you to do whatever you have to do to get cute and however you feel camera ready. And I want you to pick 3 or 4 different shirts. And I want you to record all of those reels in one day. If you're like, Crystal, I can't do 15 in a day, fine. I want you to pick 2 days. And you do 8 on the first day and 7 on the second day. But I don't want you to take any more than 2 days to record all of this content. And it should be done before October 1st. So before October 1st, you're going to record all of your reels. You're going to record all of your TikToks. You're going to record all of your YouTube videos for October. So all you have to do is edit and schedule. Okay? I still have yet to record my October content, but I still got time because it's not October yet. I'm going to do it on Monday because tonight your girl's got to take out her hair because the hair's got to come out. Okay. The hair has got to come out. Like I was like, oh my God, it's been 6 weeks. Twist is sliding. It's got to come out. So I'm taking my hair out right after this live. So I'm saying all that to say, I want you to record all of your content. Your life is going to change when you start batching monthly. Best thing I've ever started doing for myself was to batch monthly. Okay. Once I got to the point where I was creating evergreen content and not the couponing content where I had to wait for the deals on Sunday and then I can record. So I kind of batch because I record all my videos on Sunday and then post some on Sunday, some on Monday. But it was a lot. I could never pre-record a lot of videos because most of my videos were based on the current week's deals. But now that I can create all evergreen content, Ciao. And if something comes up and you want to record another video, you absolutely can do that. It's your business. It's your social media platform. You can do whatever the hell you want. But your core pieces of content should all be recorded. All you got to do is edit and then schedule. And that's when we get into the consistency side, because like yesterday, perfect example. Yesterday was a Disney day for me and Kinsley. She did schoolwork in the morning. I slept in, we chilled, and then we spent the day at Disney. We didn't get home until midnight. My YouTube video was scheduled. My YouTube email that says, hey, I posted a video today. That video in that email was scheduled. So I'm at Disney, riding the rides, eating the Dole Whip, and my content is just going out. And my email went out. Okay? Edit and schedule it. It's going to change your life. Okay? Change your life. So those are my tips for planning your content. What questions do we have about content, about planning, about business? The sky is the limit. But I do want to let you know that my strategy sessions are open and available for you. I was getting a lot of questions, and a lot of people are like, I want one-time help, or I'm not ready to commit to like 6 months of one-on-one coaching. Like my 2 clients up here have committed. So excited to work with them, right? I'm not ready to commit to 6 months, but I need help right now, Crystal. Like I need help with my content right now. I need help with my sales right now. So I've decided to offer some bonuses with my one-time strategy session. So this strategy session is going to help you lead with a 60-day content strategy. So what we just talked about, we would do that together on Zoom, and I would help you come up with your content ideas. I would literally create the Google Doc for you and have it all listed out and all laid out for you so you can see it plain. To where we're decide, okay, you're posting 4 reels a week. Cool. These are your topics. When you leave this strategy session, you're going to have 60 days done. You're going to know how many pieces of content you need. You're literally going to be ready to get ready and go and record. Well, you probably have to outline your videos a little, but outside of outlining your videos, you'll be able to go and record them. You're also going to lead with the sales strategy, i.e., what are your calls to action and where are you leading your ideal clients till after? And email list help, because if you don't have an email list, that might be one of the first things we do before we get to content, is figuring out what email service provider you're going to have and what your first lead magnet or freebie needs to be to bring people over to your email list. Okay. Because if you don't have an email list, you're missing out on a lot of money. So content strategy, sales strategy, email strategy for 60 days is what you're going to leave with. And I'm throwing in 2 weeks of Voxer voice consulting. So basically you get to text me or voice message me every day for 14 days as you implement the first 30 days of your strategy. Okay. So you're leaving with a 60-day strategy and a sales strategy, a 60-day sales and content strategy after our 90-minute session. The 90-minute session is $249, and you get me for 2 weeks in your pocket to answer your questions and implement your strategy. Okay, so that's a strategy session. It's linked in my bio, on my website, in the description box, all the places. If you want the link, go ahead and DM me and I can send the link to you directly as well. But what questions do we have about content? I went over the ones that I always get. Number 1, what's the best platform to post? The best platform to post on is the one that you choose based on where your ideal clients are and where you want to be. That's the best platform. There's not one superior platform. If you need a low barrier to entry, you don't know which platform to start with, you can't go wrong with a business Instagram and a business Facebook page. Okay. You cannot go wrong with a business Instagram and a business Facebook page. Oh, my filter went away. I guess I'll just use this one. Oh, I don't even like this one. I hate when Instagram does this. Like Instagram does not, oh my God, Instagram does not like me. It does this to me all the time. I'll just keep the little hearts. So you can't go wrong with a business Instagram and a business Facebook page. You can't go wrong with it, right? So if you're starting off and you don't know which platform to pick that one. So that's one big thing I always get is like, what platform should I be on? How often should I post? We kind of went over that. YouTube, 1 to 2 long form videos a week. But if you're doing YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, 3 to 5 times per week, but you get to choose how many videos you want to do. Pick what is consistent for you. Pick what you feel that you can do. Always start lower and you can always add more. So if you're like, Crystal, I can only do 3 times a week, cool. If you plan and batch, you'll be able to be consistent no matter what you choose. So those I would say are the 2 biggest questions I always get. But does anybody else have any questions about content, about showing up, being consistent, planning your content? Now is the time to ask your questions. If you don't have any questions, can you let me know in the comments, was this helpful for you, yes or no? Were these tips on these tips on planning your content helpful? Let me know in the comments. Kinsley, it's time for your shower. Were these tips helpful, yes or no? Hey, D, I'm finishing up now. I've answered a few questions. And I've let everyone know that they can book me for a 60-day strategy session for their content. And I was just staying on to see if there's any other questions. So thank everyone for the likes. Oh, great advice. Thank you. You're so welcome. What is it? X Sand Lapper. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I'm glad the tips were helpful. So yeah, if you all have any other questions after this live, you can feel free to slide in my DMs at Krista Maximizer. It's me answering the DMs.
Hey, Gabby.
Here's the child. She wants to say hi.
Hi, Miss D. I love this filter.
My other filter went away, so I had to. This is like my backup.
What if this one goes away?
This one won't go away. Was your dinner good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can go now. Thanks, bye. Go take your shower. Okay. I don't see any other questions. I'm going to go because it's time to take out my hair. Time to take out my hair. I love this hair. I'm going to do it again like this in like a week. So it's going to be back to this in a week. But I got to let my real hair out to breathe a little. Clip my ends, let my scalp breathe. You know, all the things. So. All right, y'all. I shall see y'all tomorrow. I'll have different hair then. Bye.